Hello there, my name is Susan. I am 57 and I'm clinging on to that 57th year because I've got a birthday soon. I am 5'4" tall and a size 2022. Let's see how all these clothes from New Look fit and flatter me. So today I've got quite a mix. I have a dress, a cardigan, a pair of jeans and a long sleeve top and a short sleeve top. So 5 items altogether. Yes, 5 items altogether, and I'm quite excited to see how they do or don't fit or flatter me. If you've been with me, you know I am on a fashion journey. I am learning very slowly what does and doesn't fit or flatter me, and I'm trying to get out my default of big, black and baggy. But that being said, I've got quite a muted palette here, and I've recently had that jumper from Morrison's that everybody loved and said it really lit up my face because it was in these bright pastel colours. Maybe moving into spring I can get some more bright pastels into my wardrobe, but at the moment it's so cold and so dreary, isn't it? And I feel that I'm hibernating in darker muted colours. Right, the first item is this dress, and this is actually a bargain at £15.75. And look at that beautiful print there. It's sort of like a heather pink with a black splodgy pattern. I've recently experimented with some bolder patterns and I've quickly retreated to what I would sort of consider a more muted, more conservative pattern. Maybe that's the way for me to wear any patterned item. It's got a round neck. Maybe a V-neck would be more flattering, but I mean, I'm not the one who designs and makes and sells these clothes. I can look for what I feel should be suitable for me, but it's not always out there, is it? And this is actually quite a safe design for me. It is a style that I have worn a lot, and maybe that in itself is a reason not to sort of gravitate towards the same sort of styles. Bought this in a size 22. There's a little peephole and a little covered Rolo button on the back there, but what I did think was going to be quite good for me was these little sleeves that have got like a little bit of gather here and hopefully sort of give me extra shoulder there by accentuating my shoulders, hopefully make my waist and my hips look smaller. It has got a waist seam there, but it's not elasticated at all. It's just a seam there that has lots of this gathered for the skirt. 2 little sashes there that presumably are to tie at the back. I can tell it's a very, very generous skirt. There are no extra frills or flounces on the way down. Just handling it now, can you hear? It's that type of polyester fabric that does make a little bit of a noise, but it's lightweight, it's got that soft sheen to it, and it feels nice, just if you can put up with that noise. But for £15.75, I thought this would be a really good dress, get me through the winter into the spring, and I could even imagine wearing this in the summer with maybe a chunky pair of black sort of gladiator style sandals. So I hope you have enjoyed watching the side by side and agree that it's a nice, lovely dress, but is it for me? A boucle, sort of a Chanel style buttoned up jacket cardigan now. This has got some beautiful buttons there, like an open fretwork, and nice quality too. Now the fabric is in this boucle, please help me out. And it's a nice pattern, all those different neutrals of greys, black, whites. So it's quite a stylish textured fabric there. Of course, just a little simple cuff, though it has got like a little turn back, and it is just in this very sort of very Chanel style. Little pockets on the front, and you can see the issue if you haven't seen the side by side yet. It's too short for me. I want something that's going to be longer and cover me up just a little bit more. It also gaped across the front, just not the right size for me. Even though I ordered in a 22, this is coming up very, very snug and small. £20. It's okay, but what I found was I felt there was a little bit of an itch from the interior. Fine if you're maybe wearing it over the top of a t-shirt. I didn't have the room to wear anything underneath, and so I felt that itch there. If you're not so conscious of your tummy area, maybe this will be for you, but unfortunately it's not for me. Yes, the hunt for jeans continues. It wouldn't be one of my hauls if it didn't contain a pair of jeans, I think, at this stage, because I am just having so much trouble finding a pair of jeans. Now, these are called the Tory. I ordered it in a size 22, and let me just get this right. They are slim fit, comfortable stretch, mum ankle grazers. The ankle grazer element is important because at 5'4" tall, I find regular size jeans just too long. I'm hoping what they consider ankle grazers will fit me well. Mum jeans. I do like when I have the room over the tummy, because I find I have to see, there's not too much stretch in these, but I do find that when there is a lot of stretch and they're not a mum style, it just clings to my tummy, which means that I want to have to wear a long top to sort of flatter and cover up what I consider my worst point. Then I've often got an issue with the thighs, because I've got quite skinny thighs in proportion to my tummy. Now, let's hold them up and let's see what sort of shape they are. You can see I've got the sizing here, but the thighs, because they are that mum style, are also quite long. So you will see by the side by side, I just felt that this excess fabric here just did not hang properly. It just seemed to create folds and ripples in the fabric that I found quite unflattering. A good length nonetheless, so maybe that's what I'm looking for. I can't really describe them because they've got all the classic features of jeans, with that button, zip fly pockets, back pockets. It's more the fit that I want you to see and understand, and hopefully the side by side you will feel that. I haven't touched on the colour. I'm worried that my lighting is causing some issues. They are a very sort of mid-grey colour. They got some of those sort of tiger stripes there, distressing. So hopefully that is probably showing you the true colour. It's quite a dark grey colour, not too washed out at all. So hopefully £13.71, a bargain. Am I getting away with them though? Should I buy these? I'm not convinced. I need you to help me out. £17.21 for this leopard print, what they call a mesh peplum top, and you can see it's mesh there on the sleeves that are unlined. The rest of the top is mesh too, but if I hold up the peplum, you can see that underneath it's got this black sort of stretchy polyester lining. It's attached inside. Sometimes when they give you the separate little vest top underneath, it's such a nightmare, isn't it, getting it on? But this is all attached. I'm loving those little floaty sleeves and the floatiness of that peplum. I'm hoping peplums are coming back into style. Like I said, I'm sometimes will tuck things in, but other times I want the coverage and the sort of safety net of feeling that my worst parts aren't exposed. It isn't a wrap, it comes down to a deep V, and this was the problem, I'm afraid. There is gathering underneath the bust, and then there is this panel here that comes up to a point to meet the V and then goes off to the side. This gathering underneath is to sort of cup what God has given you, and then this line emphasize your waist. Now in theory this should be perfect for me. If you saw my recent Sainsbury's haul, you will have seen a pattern dress that had the same style here. I do find it is flattering if it gathers here, emphasizes my smaller waist, and then just flows out over the hips. In practice, unfortunately, it just wasn't generous enough over this area. I needed this here to this seam here to be longer. When I tried to pull it down, it just made the V too revealing. Now I ordered this in a 22, so I feel it should have been the right sizing. Somebody needs to have a shorter line here or a smaller bust, and then I feel it will be better for you. But in the side by side, you will see that I was constantly just trying to rearrange it. I love this top. I think this is gorgeous. Just trying to get it in the right way for you. Again, one of those sort of muted patterns. I seem to like these sort of abstract splodgy patterns more than a floral, and certainly than a bigger print sort of pattern. This is a long sleeve top. It has got a wrap at the front. I did have to sort of place it in sort of line. I didn't feel that it gaped or exposed me anything, but if I was moving around, maybe getting a coat on or off, or I would want it pinned just for safety's sake. What I really like, and I've harped on about it a bit I think in this video, is I need to make my shoulders bigger, and this frill detail here on the shoulder just sort of hit the mark there totally. Again, a peplum style. Please come back peplum styles, but this is got an elasticated sort of channel there, so it sort of comes in and cinches and then flows over the top. Quite a sort of generous peplum. Sometimes they call it a peplum, but it only still comes to here from that waist. I need a longer peplum that's going to cover that problem area. Not sure if I mentioned it's got elastication on the end of the cuffs there. Ordered this in a size 22. £20.75. I think the style is spot on, but just like the dress earlier, is in that fabric that just makes that noise, sort of like that soft satin, almost sort of like parachute fabric. Can its pluses make me overlook that one negative? Because in every other respect, I think it is a stunning top, and I really do like it. And I'm hoping you agree. So what did you think about my haul from New Look? Certainly I feel that I hit the mark in some respects and it failed in others. Like I said, I am slowly learning to work out what it is that does and doesn't work for me. Like I said, I am tweaking the channel, the format of the videos, and I may tweak the days that videos come out, because I'm trying to work with the YouTube algorithm so that you can find my channel. You found it now, push that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching and come back soon.